Howdy. So I just went and bought some weights. Yeah. So the other piece of kit, not too sure what on earth I'm doing. So I've had a look around and I've actually dug out some old stuff out of storage. I'll show you what I've got, and you'll probably start to work out that I used to take things quite seriously. Other things are sort of a little bit tricky to use, so I've gone and bought a couple of pieces of equipment that not too sure if it's the right thing to do, but we'll work it out. So I'll get to those in a second. Let's have a look at my old stuff. Got a yoga mat here. Got another yoga mat here. No, I've never done yoga. Just good for doing ab workouts. I've got a Swiss ball, exercise ball. I don't have the pump, so I think I'm going to be blowing that up. I'll do that another time. Yeah, put the lungs to use there. I've got a. So this is a dumbbell set, all adjustable, and there we go. All adjustable, so just I think can't quite recall how much in the way of kgs I've got. I think I've got about 40 kgs. The problem with this is you finish a set, you've got to unwind to redo. There's no rest or respite because you're trying to get to the next set. So perfect if you're doing the same weight over and over again, but if you're forever adjusting your weights between sets, mildly painful. So they'll come in handy, but I've gone and bought something else that was expensive but hopefully worthwhile. We'll get to that's over there. We'll get to those in a second. Right, hang on a second while I close this and try not to drop them on my feet. No, didn't manage it. But excuse me for a second. There we go. I've actually got a few more of those that go onto those adjustables as well. And then from when I used to take life really seriously, I've got one of these. Just take my glasses off. So I've got a Velcro belt that goes around as well. So at the moment I probably don't need this because at the moment I don't really need it because you get I've already got the belly. This is for when you're quite thin and you want to have some quick weights on. So I think I've got I can't quite recall. I think I've got 20 kgs or 40 kgs worth of weight that gets lumped on there. Yeah, for when I used to take, I used to go hard, but yeah, then I've got finally just got one of these things that I never really used to use it. Sort of lie down and stretch out all your hammies and stuff. It was good for my back. Chuck that on the floor and have a roll on it. Give you a demonstration, shall I? let's have a look at the new toys that I've bought. Just bear with me. I'll just bring you a little bit closer so you get a good view of the new toys that I have. This is turning into an unboxing ceremony. There we go. Do you get a good view of that? Maybe. And I should have got myself a knife before I did this. In fact, I'll do that. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Just pop this up a little bit so you can see what this is. So that is one of those select beasts. Scissors done like that. There we go. So what you do is you select how much weight you want and then lift it up. So that's it. It's at 2.5 kgs. And might want to go a little bit higher. Oh, that goes straight up to 23. Oh, geez. There we go. Go up to 7 kgs. And yeah, so that is what I've bought in the meantime. So let's just put that onto that. Let's just go with that there. Oh, that's a little bit unstable. Scary. And I'm going to put it up there because I just want easy access, right? All good. So I might get something more permanent. Oh, you can't actually see that. Sorry. Let me just show you what I did. Just excuse me for a second. So I've just put that on the polystyrene. Yeah, so I'm just going to do that for the other one. Sorry, not organised. Need to hire myself a cameraman, do I? Right, I've got a lot of polystyrene to clean up. Okay, let's just move you back a little bit so you can get a decent view. So that's the current setup. I'm going to get a lot of polystyrene about the place, aren't I? So if I put that onto 6 kg, put that onto 6 kg. There we go. And then I'll just bring it closer. There we go. there we go. So this goes from, what is it, 2.5 kgs, which this may or may not surprise. Get a little bit closer. So, how are we doing? So those weights go from 2.5 up to 24 kg, and then anything over that, I'll be using those weights over there, which I think I've got about 40 kg worth of stuff there, just off the top of my head. 5, 10, 15, 20, we'll work it out. So I've got a fair amount of weight that I can just sort of, I mean, if 24 kg isn't enough in each hand, then I'm doing very well. So I'm going to be blowing up that exercise ball and utilising it. This room is pretty good for everything except for, so yeah, so the shed is mostly operative. I can sort of use that space there, and then in the meantime, get my face in the way. So in the meantime, I will work out a little exercise regime. So all the gear, no idea. Let's find out if I can actually get myself into a fit state. Thank you very much for joining me. Not how I expected this this video to end up, but yeah, go and buy some new kit, and hopefully it all works out. Cheers.